Stepped on the scene, dripped in saline. Whole crew shining, call me Mr. Clean. Came in from the back, walked right to the front. Dancing to the music, smoking on the. Got the women smiling, punk grilling me, looking all dusty. Black Force energy, I don't even drink, but the team pop bottles. Not here for the beef, but the Glock holds hollows. Think I'm cocky, but I think I'm worse. In this flexing like a Mr. Universe.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is the fight between Emanuel Navarette and Oscar Valdez. Emanuel Navarette won unanimous decision. The scorecards were all over the place. So please give us your reaction to the fight, Trill Dollar Bill. And yes, let us know. If you scored it, let us know how you scored it as well. So.
Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready for this? I hit the guys up, and I told them this is going to be one of those ones. You know what I'm saying? When I said this was going to be one of those ones, this is going to be one of those ones. Mexico, stand up, okay? Mexico, stand up. Y'all showed up and y'all showed out last night. Shout outs to Oscar Valdez and shout outs to Navarette. I thought that this fight was exciting. I was standing the whole time from the first round to the 12th round. I wish Oscar Valdez's eye would have held up, but he still was able to go 12 rounds and still put his whole heart. He fought with his heart. Both guys. Then you had Antonio Barrera and you had Morales man, listen, they were celebrating their trilogy. They had the other greats in there like Chavez, and then it was a 41 year anniversary of Salvador Sanchez. It was all Mexico last night. You know what I'm saying? It was all Mexico last night, and these guys did not disappoint. Shout out to Navarette and Oscar Valdez. Listen, I was going to start to score the fight, but I had it much closer than what the judges had. I need to see this fight again. This is the fight that I thought that TC and Earl Spence would have brought. I thought it was going to have this type of fight. You know what I'm saying? But this was an all-action fight. If you haven't seen it, go back and see it. This was the throwbacks to back in the days when we used to see the great Mexican warriors get in there and bang it out. Shout out to these guys. None of these guys should hang their head low, even though they were so disappointed. Oscar Valdez, man, you have the heart of a champion. You are a warrior. You don't have to hang your head low. You don't have to feel disappointed. I know you was in your feelings because you know you do this for your fans and they appreciate it. Like, this is a difference. Sometimes it's not about losing, it's how you lose, you know, and the way you lost, man, listen. The way you lost, nobody can never say anything about that, can never question your heart. Anybody else, man, this is unbelievable fight. I want to watch it again. Like I said, I was standing up the whole time. I even texted the group. What a effing fight afterwards. It was an incredible fight, man. I want to go watch it again. Mexico, stand up. If anybody won, the fans won. The fans won last night.
All right, TV, did you catch that fight?
I caught it. I watched it. I watched it a little bit after, you know, the certain night. You know, I'll be working that nights, but I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to the Cowboy, yo. He did his thing last night, yo. And yeah, like Trill said, yo, Oscar, you came in there. You a warrior. You fought. You challenged. You know, you tried. What you did wasn't your best, but if they was to run it back, I wouldn't even be mad at that. That I was looking really crazy at the end of the fight, but you ain't go out bad. You ain't go out bad. You ain't go on your back.
I hope that, like TV said, I hope that that doesn't end his career because that eye was looking grotesque.
Yeah, but nah, you know, it was a great fight. If they was to run it back, I wouldn't be mad at it. Yo, Emanuel Navarette, you did your thing. Shout out to Cowboy once again, yo. You know, it was a dope matchup.
Overall, I thought it was a good fight. I'll be honest, the first 4 rounds, I was worried because I scored the first 4 rounds for Navarette, and for me, it just looked like it was about to be one-sided. But then Valdez turned it up, and I thought that he took the 5th and the 6th round. Then Navarette came through and got the 7th. Then I thought Valdez took 8 and 9. And then I gave the last 3 rounds, 10, 11, and 12 to Navarette. At that point, Valdez's eye was starting to close, and I feel like he is a warrior. He kept fighting, but me personally, I didn't think he could see clearly out of that eye, and it became evident, and that's when the tide shifted. There were some really close rounds though, and I feel like Navarette stole them with his activity because there were some rounds where, for example, Oscar Valdez would land a left hook, and then Navarette would come back with like 4 punches and then land 2, and it would be like, okay. So it was a good fight. One thing I noticed, which was the adjustment that Valdez started making. He started utilizing more head movement towards the middle of the fight, and that actually helped him when he started utilizing his head movement and he started going in on the inside on the attack, utilizing head movement. I felt like that was something that worked, and if they do a rematch, that's something he found that he can continue to use. But in the end, I felt like Navarette was in control. I felt like there's no doubt he won. I scored about 116, 112. So I thought the other scorecards were too wide, especially the 109, 119, like 109 scorecard. I thought that was crazy because I was like, wow. To me, there were a few, like at least 2 definitive rounds where it was like Oscar Valdez won. And the other scorecard was pretty wide too. I think it was like 118. So that was unfortunate. I think one scorecard was on point, like 116, 112. That's the way I had it. But overall, it was definitely an exciting fight. It was an entertaining fight. It was definitely, one of those fights where the fans definitely, if you bought a ticket to that fight, you left like, okay, I got my money's worth to that. And that's definitely like a good thing. Because even when Wilder knocked out Helenius, it was like, we got our money's worth, but it was like, dang, like, well, there goes the whole night playing. Like, let's reevaluate. Let's find something to eat. So, yeah, you got 12 solid rounds of boxing. You saw heart from Valdez. Valdez, I think he does need to take some time, rest up, and think about what's next for him in his career. If they want to do a rematch again, cool. If he wants to take a fight in between, that's cool as well. But he showed his heart. It was a good fight. Definitely have nothing to complain about.
Yeah, maybe Oscar Valdez go ride that horse that Canelo got you. That's a beautiful horse. That black girl, beautiful horse. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I want to give a shout out to last night. Shout out Puerto Rico's own Manny Rodriguez. He won the IBF bantamweight belt last night in a tremendous fight. His whole eye was messed up too. I think he broke his orbital bone, but still continued to fight, and he ended up winning the belt last night. That was on Showtime. So shout out to Manny right there. That was a good fight last night.
Yeah, that was on his board.
Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter, and please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. And my soul video out now. We the Boxing Bros.
Can you feel me? Became so cold in my cell, all them lonely nights. Stay 10 toes.